Once Upon a Time Stories from Leicester Libraries, Neighbourhood Services. I'm Paul, and the story I'm going to share with you is Ming Moves the Mountain, a story from China from many, many years ago. Now, Ming and his wife lived in a little house right next door a mountain, a big rocky mountain that stretched up into the sky. It was not a good place to live, and I'll tell you why. The rocks would fall off the mountain and hit Ming on the head, time after time after time. Even indoors the house, the rocks would fall off the mountain through the roof and bang him on the head again. That wasn't all. Mountains attract clouds. Cloud bump into the mountain and drop the rain. Psh, down came the rain. Psh, down came the rain through the holes in the roof. Pitter patter, pitter patter, patter. And he got all wet. So there was the rocks on the head. It was wet, it was damp, and it was cold. The great shadow of the mountain made it a cold, cold place to live. Ming wife was not happy. She said, Ming, I can't live here anymore. You must move the mountain. How do I do that, he said. Go and see the wise woman in the village. She'll know what to do. So the next day, Ming went down to the village and went to see the wise woman. She said, I know what you must do. You must go into the forest and chop down the tallest tree and push the mountain out of the way. Push the mountain out of the way. So Ming went to his wife and he said, we've got to chop down the tallest tree in the forest. And that's what they did. Chop, 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 chop. Timber! And together they picked up the tree and they pushed and they pushed and they pushed the tree against the mountain. Did it move? No. The tree broke. Wife said, oh no, Ming your plan didn't work. Go back to the wise woman and find out what to do. Ming went back to the village and went to see the wise woman and said, it didn't work. I couldn't push the mountain aside. Okay, she said. I know what you can do. You can scare the mountain. Scare the mountain. Go back and make as much noise as you can, and the mountain will go, ah! And be scared and run away. So Ming went back to his wife and he told her what to do. He said, we must make as much noise as we can, and the mountain will go, ah! And run away. You sure? Said the wife. Yes, that's what the wise woman said, and she is very, very wise. So they went outside with their drums and their pans. They howled and they cried and they banged and they shouted. But did the mountain move? Not 1 inch. Ming wife said, it didn't work. The mountain hasn't moved. Go back to that wise woman and find out what to do. So Ming went back to the village. He went to see the wise woman. He said, it didn't work. We've tried to push it. We've tried to scare it. And it's still not moved. Okay, she said, tell you what to do. Get baskets and fill them full of food. Lovely food, beautiful food, and feed the mountain. And the mountain go, you're very nice. What would you like me to do? Move. No trouble at all. So Ming went back and told his wife they had to get baskets and fill them up with all good things to eat. Buns and biscuits and rice and sweets and fruit. And they would climb up the mountain and give them to the mountain spirit. So they filled up the basket and they climbed up and up and up and up. And then the wind started to blow and they started to wobble and shake and the sweets and the cakes and the fruit were all flying iddly biddly biddly, and they fell down onto the ground, and the mountain didn't move. His wife said, "You've got one more chance to move that mountain. Go back and see that wise woman and find out what to do." Ming went back to the wise woman and said, "We've tried to push it. We've tried to scare it. We've even tried to feed it, but the mountain hasn't moved." "Okay," said the wise woman. "Last thing, the magic mountain moving dance." "What?" "The magic mountain moving dance. It always works for me." "What do we do?" "First you do is you pack up your house. Pack it all up. And then you face the mountain with all your bags and parcels and stuff. And you close your eyes. And you put your right foot behind your left foot, and left behind the right, and the right behind the left, and left behind the right, and the right behind the left, and left behind the right. And when you open your eyes, the mountain will move away." "Really?" said Ming Lu. "That's what you do." So Ming Lu went back and told his wife. First he said, "What are we going to do? We're going to take the house to bit." Now luckily in China in those days, the houses were easily to take to bits. They were made out of wood and paper and straw. It was easy to wrap it all up in a big, big bundle. What do we do now? Right, we face the mountain and we close our eyes. Is that it? No. Now we do the magic mountain moving dance. We put our left foot behind our right, and the right behind the left, and the left behind the right, and the right behind the left, and the left behind the right. How long? We do it for a long, long time. So they closed their eyes, they held on to their parcels and packages, and they started to put the left foot behind the right, and the right behind the left, and the left behind the right, and the right behind the left. And they did it for an hour. "Oh, my arms are aching. Can't we stop?" "Let's do it a little bit more. Left behind the right behind the left behind the right behind the left." "Oh, I'm tired. It must stop now." "Okay," said Min Lu. "Let's open our eyes." Yes, there was a mountain far, far away. And here we are. The mountain's moved. Yes. Woo, 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 woo. Because the mountain had moved away. It was far, far over there. And now they could unpack the house, put it all back together, and live in the open sunshine. And warm and dry and no more rocks on the head. It was a wonderful place to be. But every morning when Ming Lu woke up, the first thing he did, he looked out his window to see if that mountain had moved closer during the night. And you know what? It never did. So that's the story of Ming Lu Moves the Mountain. And you might remember it. If you ever live in a place full of mountains, Scotland or Switzerland or America, and you find yourself living next to a mountain with rocks banging on your head, you'll know what to do. You'll turn to your partner and said, "I've got this. The magic mountain moving dance will do the trick for us." Hope you enjoyed that story. If you had, share it with someone else. Bye.